Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel RK Soft Academy. In this tutorial session, I will discuss about DDL operations in Oracle. Okay, so who are watching this video, I guess you understand about what is data, what is database, what is Oracle database. Okay. What is database management system, what is relational database management system, and why Oracle is called a relational database management system. So all these basic ideas are clear, I guess all of you. If you have no idea about database, or what is Oracle, or what is database management system, just go to my YouTube channel, RK Soft Academy, and there are basic videos about those. Those videos are the introduction to DBMS and introduction to DBMS part 2. Okay, so in this two part I have discussed about everything about data, very basic things. What I just told about data, what is database, what is a database management system, what is a relational database management system, and why Oracle is called a relational database management system. Okay, so just keep watch my two videos. This is introduction to DBMS and introduction to DBMS part 2. After watching these two videos, you will get cleared about all these things. Okay, just starting for today's session. And what is DDL in Oracle? What is DDL? So DDL stands for data definition language, which are basically the SQL statements to define the structure of database object like table, view, synonym, sequence, etc. Okay, so DDL stands for data definition language, which are basically the SQL statement to define the data structure in Oracle database. So like for example, create table is a DDL operation, alter table another DDL operation. So I will write like this. What is DDL? So DDL stands for data definition language. Okay, and for example, the create table is a DDL, then alter table, then number 3 drop table, number 4 rename. Okay, so these are the commands, SQL commands. So these SQL commands are called DDL, or data definition language, because these defines the structure in Oracle database. Okay, so I'll show you one by one how we can apply these SQL operations in our SQL environment with Oracle database. Okay, so I have my SQL command environment is open. So I'm going to my SQL prompt, and I'll show you how to create a table in our Oracle database. Okay, so now let's say I have to create one student table, and the student table has columns roll number, name, class, section, and address. So if you don't know that what is table, a table is a combination of row and columns, which is basically a basic unit of database to which we can store the data or information about certain entity. Okay, so student is a entity or object. So about the student, what information we can store in our table, that is student table. So in the student table we can store the student roll number, student name, class, section and address. Okay, so this is called a table. This is the look of table structure, and these are called the rows. These are called the rows. So 1 2 3 4 rows are there, and these vertical columns are called columns, okay, or field. So there are 1 2 3 4 5 fields, so and 1 2 3 4 rows, so 5 fields and 4 rows. So a table is a combination of rows and columns. Okay, so I'll create a table of this table I will create in our Oracle database. So I'll use the SQL command line for that, to execute the create table commands to create this student table. Okay, so I have to write, I have to now I'll show you how to create a table. Okay, student table. Okay, so I'm writing here create table student. So let's see if any table name student is exist in our database or not. Okay, so to show all the tables exist in our current user, we have to write our SQL command like this, select star from tab. Tab defines the table. Tab means the table. Okay, so if I have select star from tab, the SQL statements, this will give all the tables which are exist in our current database schema. Okay, so these are the current all the tables. So see, there is a student table already exist, so I'll make it student. I'm just changing the name of the table, that is student 2. Okay, so I'll create table with name student 2. Okay, with this columns. Okay, so create table student 2. Now I have to define the column structure. So first column is, so here first column is roll number, then name. So I'll write here roll number, that is of number type. Okay, and this is the length I am giving. Next is class, next is name, then class. Okay, so name, this is of variable character type, so I have to write here var2, and I'm giving length 40. And then class, this is also var2, I am giving here length 20. And then we have our column, section and address. Okay, so section, this is var2, I'm giving 10, and last one is address. Okay, I'm giving here var2, since address is address length will be big, so I am giving some length like 100. Okay, and I have defined all the columns, and then I will just end the bracket of create table statement and put a semicolon, and then I will press enter. Okay, see here displaying the table created. So our table has been created with our defined column structure. Okay, so you have already created our table using the create table statement. Okay, so now I'll check how I will check our table is created. As I said, Before just write the SQL command, select star from tab. This will display all the tables in our current schema. So here see, this is student 2, this table I have just created, and this is the table. Okay, understand? Fine. Now I'll show you how to alter a table. What does alter means? Alter means the table definition, how we can change the table definition. Okay, so I'll for example I'll show you how to alter statement works, how alter statement works. So let's say I have created a table student 2 with roll number, that is number 10, name varchar 2 40. Let's say someone's name crosses the length 40, so I cannot put or enter that student information in the student table, this student table, because the length it maximum takes 40. So if someone name's length is greater than 40, so it will not inserted this, the data is not inserted into the table. So I have to change the definition of column. So length of the column I have to change. That means I have to change the definition of column of student table. So in that regard, I will for that purpose I will create, I will have to use alter table statements. Okay. So now I have to write alter table student 2, and what is the column name? Column name is name. And what is the new data type? So new data type is varchar 2. I am putting here 30 50. Okay, 50. Okay, 550. Okay, so now I am ending the bracket and just pressing putting a semicolon. So alter table name, and for which I am giving the new definition of the column, that is name. So I have to put that column name and with the new length of the that column. Okay. So varchar 2 I am giving here, old is 40, I am giving new 50. Okay, so let's see what it is showing. Invalid alter table option. Okay, I have missed one keyword, so I have to write again alter table student 2. I have to use modify. Okay, because I am modifying the table structure. Modify, then name and varchar to 50. Okay, now let's enter. See here, table created. So because you are defining the new structure of the column, so you have to use modify. Okay, so alter table name and modify, you have to modifying the column definition. Okay, so column name and new data type and size. Okay, so table is already altered, it is showing. So now the column length has been changed to 50, and I can enter my desired name, which have length 50. Okay, max length of 50. Okay, fine. So I have already discussed, I have already shown two DDL statements, create table and alter table. In the next video I'll discuss about the another two DDL statements, drop table and rename. Okay, how can we draw, we can drop table, how you can rename a existing table. So keep watching my videos, and I'm just coming back for next part. Okay, of this tutorial session on DDL in Oracle. So just if you like this video, give a like and subscribe my channel so that